Hey everyone, Brendan Snyder here. How are you? Thanks so much for joining me and welcome to a special review for the brand new Alan Parsons Project iRobot Work in Progress LP that's coming out for Record Store Day. So April 12th, mark your calendars. If you're interested in this, if you're a fan of Alan Parsons, you're going to want to check this out here. This is coming out on Cooking Vinyl. It is a behind the scenes work in progress, as it says, for their second studio album, the fantastic, my personal favorite, iRobot from 1977. So we're going to dive into this here. I'll break it down. I'm going to open it all up, show you everything, let you guys know what it is in case you want to run out and get it for yourself on April 12th as part of Record Store Day. But before we get into that, if you're new to my channel and you haven't already hit the subscribe button, please do. Also leave a comment, hit like. All those things do help support my channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. And of course, as an added bonus, by turning on notifications, you'll never miss an episode and stay up to date on really cool things like this, where I'm doing a special review for Record Store Day for this release here, the Alan Parsons Project iRobot Work in Progress. So it's a follow-up to their debut album, Tales of Mystery and Imagination. This one was a good album, but in my opinion, didn't quite reach the potential of what the band could do. But when they got to this one, their second studio album, this is where I feel like they finally found their sound, style, like everything came together on it. And it's still my personal favorite out of the entire catalog, this album here. And 48 years on from this release, right? Because it came out in 77. The album itself, I think, has more in common today than it did back in 77 when it came out. Mostly that is due to the themes that it explores. As we know, Alan Parsons Project liked to do conceptual and theme-based albums. This one here, no different. It explores the themes that are, sort of philosophical about artificial intelligence, or better known today as simply just AI. And with all of the rise of that stuff with ChatGPT and Google AI and all the other companies that now have their own AI, this here actually ties in, and I think is more relevant today than it was back then when it was really just a cool science fiction thing. Here we are actually living in it. And it might, in the end of the day, prove to be a prophetic warning, because inside the original liner notes of this, it says, iRobot, the story of the rise of the machine and the decline of man. Who knows? We might be right in the middle of that. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. But all in all, a great album. Again, this artwork here was done by Hypnosis Storm Thurgerson. It's got some interesting key things in it. Guy on the escalator there was his assistant. This is actually taken in an airport. They didn't get permission to do it. Kind of typical, guerrilla art. Go by the seat of your pants, get it done, get out before you get in trouble, kind of thing. But I always like little bits of behind the scenes info on stuff like that. But we want to talk about this release here. Sorry, that's the backside of it there. And this is, of course, main man Alan Parsons, Eric Wolfson coming together here for this. This is them working out the album, whether it be, Eric Wolfson from his pre-demos and stuff that he later sends on to Alan Parsons, or stuff that Alan Parsons then does to it in the studio. If you picked up last year's RSD release, which is Pyramid Works in Progress, so last year, 2024, then you know what to expect for this guy here. This one turned out to be really fascinating in my opinion. Again, it's that fly on the wall sort of mentality. You're getting to hear things as they develop. So this was a really cool one. When I saw that they were putting out this version here, I keep showing you the back side, but that's because you can hardly tell which one's the front, which is why I haven't opened it just yet. I'm going to be opening it with you in a minute to see that sticker on things. But this version of it here, when I say version of it, I mean last year's release, songs were culled and taken from the deluxe edition of the Pyramid box set. And kudos to Cooking Vinyl for doing such a great job on their catalog with deluxe edition box set like that, these special RSD releases, and what I had held up before, but I'll also hold up the Pyramid version. The remasters of these things, which are sounding really good. So, like I said, when I saw that they were doing another one for Record Store Day, it really piqued my interest as something that I wanted to check out. Now, iRobot has not gotten a deluxe edition box set version the way that Pyramid did. I hope that's down the line. I hope Cooking Vinyl is paying attention to this, and maybe they are thinking about that if this does well, they will do one of those. But the cool thing about this is it's got all 10 tracks that are from the original album in the same sequence. It's just that they're alternate editions. So it really gives us a new way to hear the album itself. You get early mixes that are on this, rough mixes, alternate versions, some extended versions are on here. And then ones that highlight portions of a particular track, like a backing track only or the choir only for something like that. So it's really fun, especially if you know the album, because it's going to play in the same sequence. You're just going to hear it differently. You've always got the original to go back to, right? I can go back to this one here, but I've got this to pop on and to enjoy. The songs themselves taken from the personal archives of Eric Wolfson, so the quality on here is very good. It's what you'd expect from anything coming out from Alan Parsons Project. If you have picked up any of the deluxe editions, then you know the quality of that material and what this is here. But do keep in mind it was recorded in '77. It's not like it's recorded present day. But I wanted to show you guys the hype sticker on here, which I always find to be a lot of fun. And so this right off the bat, the Alan Parsons Project iRobot Work in Progress limited edition 180 gram heavyweight blue vinyl LP containing early rough and alternate mixes of the tracks on the iRobot album. Also contains an insert featuring an image of the iRobot original Work in Progress master box plus track sleeve notes, right? So let's go ahead and open this up because I want to take a look at that blue vinyl. So very carefully though, on the back side, I don't want to disturb the hype sticker on the front. I like to keep those. So I'm just going to slide this off very carefully if I can get it off here. Take a little bit of a process there, but I can get it. There we go. All right, put that down. So now you can really kind of see that. And so, basically side 1, side 2, the tracks are filled out on here. So that's what you're reading on this part. It does have the Alan Parsons logo there. We do get a very small spine, but we do get a spine with info on it. And then we can slide out first the insert that was in here. And again, like the last one, or if you saw my review on the last one or you picked this one up, then you know this is how they broke it down. So you do get a little bit of behind the scenes extra in terms of information talking about what all of that is. But I do love seeing that original master box recording tape there. And then let's pull out. This comes in just a white sleeve, but we do get that. And if I can grab this very carefully and pull this out and let you see. If I hold it up to light, I don't think you can necessarily see it through there, but light does come through, which is very cool on this here. So this is a gorgeous blue color vinyl, making this thing here a little bit more special than it already is. But it is a Record Store Day exclusive. As mentioned on the hype sticker, it's a limited edition. 2,000 copies in the US, 4,100 worldwide. So not a lot of copies out there. It is 180 gram blue vinyl. And as I mentioned, that insert comes with this thing. So bottom line, as I said, I think Cooking Vinyl, the label that's putting this out, has been doing a great job with the Alan Parsons Project catalog overall, deluxe editions, remasterings, keeping us fans, us super fans, in something special for Record Store with both the last year's release from Pyramid Work in Progress, and now here we've got iRobot work in progress. And, it's a new way to hear something. It doesn't replace the original. Nothing will ever replace the classic original 1977 album. But for those of us that know that so well and want to hear it a little differently, these kind of things are always a lot of fun. As I said, I would really love to get a box set version of this down the road, or maybe a 2 CD deluxe edition, because they have been putting out these kind of versions of the remasters. Maybe we can get a 2 CD one where they include the second disc, which is all of this in it. Who knows? Completely speculating, wishful thinking, right? But all in all, very cool release. And hopefully with all this little bit of extra info on the thing here, maybe you guys will now be able to decide if you want to go ahead and get in line and get your copy. I myself highly recommend it for you. All right, everyone, take care, have a good one, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.